Okay, so let's take this to a natural conclusion here. I want you guys to really think about this. If evolution is true, we came from randomness, no intelligence behind it. Life came from non-life, intelligence came from non-intelligence, and we're here now what we are, by random processes. Okay? Who's to say your brain is really firing the right way? Who's to say that your brain's not misfiring? And what you believe is logic is really illogical. What you believe is reasonable is really irreasonable. I'm not saying we're right. I'm just saying that's the problem. You can't. So, do you believe in law of non-contradiction?
I've actually had discussions about it, but overall,
do you believe it's absolute?
I mean, it's one of those things that just, I don't see how it works.
See, if you can't agree on something like logic, we can't even talk. If I can say the grass is green, you say no, it's red. At least have an eternal consensus.
Listen to what's going on.
It's talking about kind of like maybe we can make mistakes, maybe we can, humans are valuable. And I would agree with you on that. We can make mistakes.
The point I'm trying to make is this. If you're going to believe in logic, if you're going to believe in reason, if you believe in morality, you're not being consistent if you're not a Christian. And you're presupposing the Christian God in the beginning.
Is it because you need to believe in some absolute to believe in logic?
No, the definition of the God existing, the proof positive God existing, not seeing Him, is the impossibility of the contrary. So there's only two different really consistent worldviews in the universe. And I've only met a few people who are really consistent but not Christian. You have Christianity, and you have the eternal skeptic. That's the only two. That's only. If you're going to be consistent, well, then you're not consistent. If you're going to be consistent, you need to be a Christian or be an eternal skeptic.
That's just discriminated against me. No, sir. Are Jews going to be considered skeptics?
I said if you're consistent.
No.
I didn't say there aren't Jews in the world, there aren't Muslims.
Are you always just changing the first word? Now, is a Jew, a diehard Jew, would he be considered an eternal skeptic? Do you call a rabbi a skeptic?
You're not listening.
Maybe I just misunderstood your words there. That's poorly put together.
The two, I might have been poorly put together, I don't know. But the only two consistent worldviews in the universe, consistent, emphasis on that word there,
only two consistent worldviews
is Christianity and eternal skepticism.
So why is Christianity consistent as opposed to Judaism, Hinduism, Muslim, Islam, Buddhism, Confucianism, Taoism?
Well, before we can get to that point, you have to...
No, sir. Guys. We're not trying to get to a point here. Maybe I'm splitting hairs here. But all of a sudden we're saying one is right, 1 million wrong. Now, I'm assuming 1 million possibly right, or 1 million and one to be more accurate. Now, how can one person who believes dire in their beliefs not be considered?
Can it be sincerely wrong?
Yeah, they can. Okay. Is it not? I'm not assuming you are. Let's get off that now. But let's assume the position that possibly, maybe, hypothetically, you could be 100% wrong.
No, there's no possibility.
No, so okay. How is it 100% possible for you to be 100% correct, but possible for them to be 100% wrong?
Because you know the truth and the truth set you free. That's why.
No.
But get back to your point about. Get back to your point of why Christianity is right and why the rest of them are wrong. Okay, before you can even talk about that, you have to believe that God exists. Okay? If you're going to admit that God exists, then we can talk about why Christianity is right and the rest are wrong.
Do you mean the Christian God or do you mean just a God?
I mean any God.
Well, sir, are you familiar with Pascal's wagers?
Yeah, I mean if I'm right and if you're wrong, you're going to hell. But if you're right and I'm wrong, I'm going to go.
See, now you realize that's a logical fallacy, right?
Why is that?
Because I'm going back to the Muslims. The Muslims agree with you on one very key point.
What's that?
I'm going to hell. All of you believe I'm going to hell.
Right.
But here's the difference. They think you're going to hell as well.
That's not true.
No, they don't.
I talked to Muslims, and they said that...
You'd have to know the opinion of all.
If they are diehard,
there may be some who do believe I go to hell.
They do believe if you don't know their religion.
But if you talk to a Sunni Muslim, they told me, I'm a Sunni Muslim now, that if I live righteously, God will forgive me for believing in Jesus. But if they're right, I'd be wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there.
If
That's,
they're right, we both go to hell.
exactly. That's the only thing I was looking for.
Yeah, no possibility of that.
Let's see. Well, there's the possibility. Now we're just as.
I can tell you why if you'd like to know, but the problem is you don't even believe God exists. Right?
I don't believe your God exists. I do believe a God exists.
So you believe there's a supernatural force?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe He creates?
I believe. I'm sorry.
Do you believe He creates?
Not in the method you believe in, but yes.
Do you believe He's involved and He's personal?
No. If he was involved in person, we'd have a lot more choices and a lot more things going on, sir.
What choices don't you have?
Sir, this is actually going to be the first time I've admitted this publicly. I was diagnosed with cancer about a week ago.
I'm sorry to hear this.
No, and so am I. We're still getting the test. We're waiting to hear back what's going to happen. It could be all sorts of things. All I know is there's a tumor in my heart. We're going to get a biopsy. It's going to be all sorts of fun. Now, if we're going to assume that my dad might be the most devout person I've ever met, I don't believe that any all-loving power could do something, do damage to one of his own beings. Now, I might not be the most perfect religious man, but I've tried to live a decent life. He, on the other hand, has tried to live perfectly as much as he can. Wouldn't God have stood up and protected his love for him, if not for me?
Now, the Bible says that the rain falls on the just and the unjust. So good things happen to bad people, and bad things happen to good
Well,
people.
it's if God was
but the
truly
point-
involved, wouldn't there be more
Do you
examples?
want me to answer your question?
Oh, please.
I'll answer it. Okay, so bad things happen to people for lots of different reasons. One could be for the glory of God. For example, in the Bible, when the disciples of Jesus were walking through, they saw this man who was blind from birth. The disciples asked Jesus, said, well, why is he blind from birth? Was it because of his sin or his parents' sin? He said, because of neither. I think for the glory of God. So he can be healed in front of everybody and glory to God. So that's one reason.